back to Extra Rounds here on UFC Fight Pass. I'm TJ DeSantis. Please be joined now by Mark Consuelos, kind enough to give us a few moments here to talk about a variety of topics. One being your investment into this Italian soccer club. And I got to be honest with you, like I'm a big UFC guy. That's like preferred sport number one. But preferred sport number two for me is soccer. And it's something that I've never at all cared about until the pandemic. I got into the FIFA video game, and then Welcome to Wrexham came out. And then I was just like, oh my God, I'm buying tickets to go see LAFC in downtown. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I wouldn't say that I know much about the sport. Like, I'm not getting into the finer nitty gritty of like who should be on whose squad, etc. But yeah, it's taking me by storm. I'm not going to lie.
Good, man. You're a convert.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really leave any like traditional stick and ball sport behind, but I definitely feel like anybody that says soccer is boring or dumb, or they're just not looking hard enough. They don't know what they're looking at.
And when you go to the LAFC games, what's the atmosphere like?
It's amazing. It's people are like pounding on drums and singing, and it's just like, dude, like this is a party.
Yeah, no, I call it football. I call it football, so we'll just call it football.
Okay, that's fine. When I'm around friends that care, like I'll say football. I won't say soccer.
There you go. Okay. I was a big Serie A, which is like the top level of Italian soccer. Big fan of there since I was a kid. I mean, that's where I grew up watching. And before the English Premier League was such a dynamo that it is now, Serie A was the pinnacle. That's where everybody wanted to go. That's where all the players from other countries wanted to end up. So that they had their heyday, and that's when I started watching it. So when the opportunity came about to be part of an ownership group for a soccer team, a football team in Italy, I was like, wait, this is amazing. And initially it was for this Serie B team called Ascoli, and they're still in the Serie B, excuse me. And they had made the playoffs the year before to get promotion to the first division. And so I jumped in on that ownership, and the same ownership group came to me last August, middle August, and they said, hey, listen, there's this other team that was in the third division. They were kicked out of professional soccer for business irregularities from the previous ownership. They've gone bankrupt. If they are to start again, they have to start in the fifth division. I said, okay. And the name of the team was Campobasso. I said, okay, when does the season start? And they said, the season starts in 10 days. I said, do we have a coach? He said, no. Do we have a GM? He said, no. I said, do we have any players? He said, no.
What?
I said, this is an insane idea. Tell me your plan. He told me his plan. I said, I'm in. This sounds great. We can bring this city, this region of Italy where they had lost all their hope. You know, being in third division soccer is big in Italy. Serie C is big. You know, the C division is big. And then, because Serie B is also really, really big. And to have that nullified because the ownership group was not doing what they were supposed to be doing. A lot of these people, their identity of the town, they had lost that. I said, let's see if we can rebuild this. And we were able to get a GM, a coach, players that they had to like beg players to come. And we won 28 out of 30 games, and we're promoted this year to the fourth division, which is Serie D.
Wow.
So that's
amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. And he said, oh, by the way, we signed a guy. His last name is Ripa. I go, perfect. We got to win. My wife's surname is actually Ripa.
Right. So I'm curious, like, is Kelly into it as much as you are?
She thought, I think, she was half listening to what I was saying. I think she thought we were buying property in Italy. She was like, yeah, man, whatever you want, property in Italy, fine. What do I have to do? I've been begging you for years. Let's go. Because we both have our roots in Italy. My mom's Italian, her whole family's Italian. So yeah, she's totally into it. I went from watching, Champions League, English League, even some of the La Liga from Spain every weekend, to last year, this past season, I only watched fifth division soccer. That's it.
Wow. That's awesome though.
On YouTube. And I would stream it to my TV. And we're playing in, we have a 22,000 seat stadium, which is beautiful. And it's, the field, when we started the season, the field had mushrooms and they had let it overgrow. It was brown, but high. It was like, it was a disaster. And now we have a beautiful field. And so we're really excited to get started in this new camp. campaign to get promotion back up to Serie C, which is the third division this year.
Well, they're going to be officially my Italian team, if you will. I am Italian, believe it or not. I'm about as white as a Viking, but my last name's DeSantis, which
which number do you like? What's your favorite number?
Not a very like a soccer number necessarily. My favorite number is 25.
I'll get you DeSantis 25. We'll send you
get out of here.
I'm going to send you an official Campo Basso. You got to rock it every now and then.
Absolutely.
On the show, we'll send you your own, and we've got a new kit. We're sponsored by Adidas this year.
Oh my God, this is a match made in heaven because so I'm addicted to Adidas. Okay, I only wear Superstar shell toes.
There you
so
go.
It works out very well.
It works.
I mean, I got pink shell toes, I got yellow shell toes, I got blue shell toes. I don't have another shoe besides shell toes.
What size do you want? What size?
12.
No. What size?
Oh,
what
the
size
shirt.
Yeah.
Extra large.
XL. All right, done.
Oh my God, this is the greatest interview I've ever done, Mark. I don't ever get things like this. This is fun. How long until we're in the video game?
You know what? Let me find out. I think we should be in it pretty soon, I think.
Because I mean, Wrexham's in it already. You know, they're still, I mean, they got promotion, but like they got in. I got to believe you can pull some strings and get in.
I definitely think I'm so happy. I'm so proud of what they've been able to do. It's been really great what they've done actually to get you as a non-fan into like understanding the relegation and promotion of.
I think every sport needs it. Every
sport
needs it.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be just amazing? It kind of happens in MMA. It kind of
very much.
If you're not doing your thing, you go down.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. There's a lot of crossover, actually, I think, between mixed martial arts and soccer when I think about it, because like you said, like if you're not, up to snuff, you're going to get cut from the UFC and have to work your way back. But there are a ton of athletes, not just Brazilians either, that were former soccer players turned fighters. Jose Aldo, obviously a Brazilian, but one of the better Brazilians that had a soccer background. But a guy named Kenny Florian, who was on season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter, he played soccer for BU in Boston. So there's a little bit of carryover there, and as far as technical skills are concerned as well, you can learn some footwork and of course kicking. A
lot of cardio.
Oh, absolutely. That's what blew me away about those soccer players, how much they actually run in a single match.
I know they have the trackers, like,
it's crazy.
So many miles. Yeah. The midfielders, fingers are just running constantly.
Yeah. I'd be a goalie forever. Never moving. I'm not agile or limber or, can't jump high enough, but
you don't have to run.
Yeah. But you've done some MMA as well, right? You've trained a little bit?
A little bit, I just for training, I did this show called Kingdom.
Right. Yeah. I watched it.
Yeah. And my buddy, Jonathan Tucker, who played Jay Kalina, I think he was the star of the show. He was so amazing. He was working. He knew I was working in Albuquerque over for a season on a TV show. He said, "Hey, listen, when you're in Albuquerque, I'll connect you with Jackson Wink. You can go in and train with one of my buddies, Brandon Gibson. Six Gun Gibson was there. And he said, go in, you can hit mitts, and they'll I'll call Greg Jackson. I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And Cub Swanson was training there at the time. He's buddies with Cub Swanson. So I had a gym to train at. I mean, obviously I wasn't mixing it up with any of those guys. I was just going in and get on my off days of not lifting. I'd go in and hit mitts over there. And Izzy Martinez was there, who was a wrestling coach for John and Holly and all those guys. And I got to know him pretty well. We've remained good friends. But that's kind of started I was a casual fan before that, but watching Kingdom, kind of like you watch, FIFA and all those shows really got me into the UFC and MMA.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of exposure to, many things that are just passing by for most people can sometimes grab you. And, I'm happy that MMA and soccer have kind of brought us together in a certain way. And that's what it's all about. It's all about connecting, man.
Yeah, man. Thank goodness. I mean, Dana White, and they just, over the pandemic, they said, screw it. We're going to have something on every week.
Yeah.
Where all the other sports were, effectively shut down. He said, we're going to do this. And people told me he couldn't do it, and he did it. And we had something to watch. I think he gained a lot of fans and a lot, bigger exposure because of that.
Yeah. Watching MMA during the height of the pandemic was one of the more odd things I've ever seen in my life, because you could hear everything. Everything was so loud. And like,
I know.
I just realized like, oh my God, like this is a lot more violent than I thought it was. When you hear every impact and every sort of moan
Yeah.
and groan, it's like, dang, this is serious.
And you can hear all the coaching and all the,
Yeah.
all that stuff for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. All right. Well, Mark, I appreciate your time. Can't wait to kind of invest in this. I mean, I'm not going to invest like you, but I'm going to invest emotionally into this football team here. Campoboso. Is there a way to see games? Like, how do we do that?
Yeah, we'll you know what? We had our own YouTube channel. We'll have it again, Campobasso FC. That's how to watch right now, 4th Division soccer for sure on YouTube.